Nutrition, exercise, rest. The ingredients needed for optimum health. A simple combination until the demands of life are added. This is especially true for working professionals who spend 8 hours or more at their respective discipline, concentrating their full attention to advancing the corporate ladder while neglecting the body that supports their success. If this sounds like you, then you have come to the right channel. By making a few simple adjustments, you can dramatically transform your life, and I'm here to show you how. My name is Jason Craigg, and as an ex-airline pilot who was always on the go, working out in hotel rooms and eating what's available, I understand the challenges of trying to be healthy on a busy schedule. So join me as we uncover more healthy solutions for busy professionals like you. Hi guys, Jason Craigg here, back with another training, and today we're going to be looking at nutrition. Now this is a big topic, and it's also one of the foundations if you want to live a healthier life. So it's going to be a two-part series. The first part, we're going to be looking at the macronutrients. Now the macronutrients, we're talking here about the carbohydrates, the proteins, and the fats. These are the big three. So let's jump right into the training. Okay, so carbohydrates. What are carbohydrates? In a nutshell, carbohydrates are sugars. There are three main types of carbohydrates. They are the mono, the di, and the poly. The poly or the complex carbohydrates talks about your whole grains, your starchy vegetables and products. So we're looking at things like yams, eddos, dasheen, tanyas, quinoa, whole grain. Those are your complex or your poly carbohydrates. Your mono and di are the simple sugars. So these are the ones that basically going to be found in your fruits, like your apples, your banana, your grapes. These are the simple sugars. Now what is the benefit of carbohydrates? Your body needs carbohydrates for energy. It breaks down every format into glucose. Glucose is the format that your body or your cells use for energy, for the body to carry out its normal functions. Now, carbohydrates are the easiest of the three macronutrients to digest. Digestion actually starts in the mouth. It's actually the only one that starts in the mouth. There are two types when we start to talk about carbohydrates. There are normally two words you're going to hear: whole grains and refined. Now whole grains, as the name would suggest, are the ones with the grains intact. So like your wheat grain, your corn kernel, etc. Processed is when man touches it and messes with it, which is always not good. Yes, so your process now will be like your white flour, your white sugar. Now here is the benefits of the whole grains. The whole grains contains fiber, and they're also more nutritionally dense. Now the fiber actually acts like a scrub for your digestive tract. Think about a drain that water runs through constantly. After a while, moss and other sediments begin to build up. If you never clean it, then it will become a problem and become blocked. Now let's transmute that over to your digestive tract. If your digestive tract is being filled with food every day, 3 times a day, hopefully, and not more, and there is no cleaning going on, eventually it's going to get clogged. And when it gets clogged, it's going to lead to diseases. So whole grains now contain fiber, which scrubs the tract. Refined or processed carbohydrates, oh boy, why do men touch these things? Anyway, let's get back to the training. These are void of fiber for one, and two, they are less nutritionally dense. Some of them are stripped of most of anything that's good in it. Using that will now lead to that clog that we talked about earlier. Also, you'll just be eating food but not getting any nutrients from them. And last but not least, because you're broken down so much, they get into the bloodstream a lot faster, which spikes your insulin, which is not a good thing, which we'll have to discuss in another video. So let's move on to the next one: proteins. Proteins are the building blocks of the body. Basically, proteins help to build up your muscles, your cells, etc. Proteins are made up of amino acids. So the whole thing together is called a protein. When we started taking little apart, those are little amino acids. There are 20 of them in all. Of those 20, 9 cannot be made by the body, so we call them essential amino acids. So when you hear the word essential, it means that the body cannot make them, so we need to get them from outside food sources. The purpose of protein is really to rebuild, repair the body. After workout, for example, you will have torn your muscle fibers and broken down your muscle fibers. The protein will now help to rebuild that. Unlike carbohydrates, it's a lot harder to digest, which is a good thing because it keeps you feeling fuller for a longer period. Sources of protein are going to be your animal products, fish, dairy. If you're vegan like me, it's going to be your legumes, things like quinoa also has protein in it, and your nuts, just to name a few. Now this brings us to the hot topic, fats. Everyone is talking about fats. Now, fats, let's start off. Fats are good for you.
What? What?
Your body is made up of fats. Your cells are made up of fat. Think about this. Your brain is 60% fats and so are your eyes. Right? So fat has its purpose. So when it comes to fat, there are some names you're going to be hearing a lot. So you're going to be hearing trans, saturated, and unsaturated. Let's look at the trans and the saturated. These are the ones that are not so good for you. These are going to be found in the fatty cuts of your red meats, like your fatty cuts of a steak, of lamb, etc. They're also going to be found in processed food, deep fried food, man-made food as usual, which is always the case. Yeah. We're going to be talking now about the unsaturated fat. Now these are going to be found in the natural foods in their natural states, and these are things, for example, like the virgin coconut oil, the virgin olive oil, your nuts like peanuts, cashews, walnuts, your seeds like pumpkins, sunflower seed, etc. Now just like the protein, there are essential fatty acids. These are the ones that your body don't make. These talks about the omega-3 and the omega-6. Again, they're going to be found in those things that I just called earlier. So like your nuts, your seeds, also wild-caught salmon, herring, sardines, etc. And these are the ones you want to get more of and less of the processed and man-tampered one. So stay away from the fatty cuts, stay away from the deep fried, especially deep fried. Stay away from hydrogenated oils, stay away from vegetable shortening. These are the things that have the bad fats in them, and eat more of the natural fats like your avocados and some of these foods that we named earlier. Alright guys, that was another nutrition training. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and smash that like button so we can get this video up and about. Share it with your friends and family who will need this information so that we can also help to educate and get more people healthier. Jason Craigg here, Craiggsfitness, where we provide healthy solutions for busy professionals like you.